Today we're exploring a mostly forgotten historical site at an active military base in Pretoria, South Africa. We arrived just before sunset and managed to get some beautiful drone shots in before it got dark. This location dates back to the Anglo Boer War, with Fort Commeline constructed in the 1880s. In 1894, the site was repurposed and developed for munition storage and later also ammunition production, and it became known as Magazine Hill. Today, it is still an active military base, now known as Salvokop Artillery Regiment. This location is however marked by a tragic event. So join Rogue and Sinister as we do a nighttime exploration of this location, dating back to 1880.
Better late than never. Welcome.
Yeah. Here we go, the man, the myth, the legend, Rivers.
I think I pulled something.
And there's Venita.
Ah ja, saam kom in die masjien as wel. Moenie dit vergeet nie.
Die machine.
Die machine. Dis dit vergeet nie.
Die machine. We'll tell a story about that hopefully later. Sorry for the bright light, and this is Stefan. Hello.
You just sees the camera and you start walking.
Hy het net wat vertel. As dit 19 is, dit 18 plus is.
Okay. 400,000 likes.
What do we do?
He's going to tell that story wise.
Oh, 15 million likes, and we tell the story about the machine.
He told them, I'll take off my shoes for 1,000 likes.
Oh, is it?
We've got a lot of fans with foot fetish. Do you want to give them a sneak peek?
Look at my socks.
I didn't realize we were filming OnlyFans tonight.
Not. You should see what I'm wearing.
And these straps coming up.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway guys, yeah, thanks for inviting us, thanks for having us once again.
Thanks for finally accepting the invite. After how many years? It's been nice that you guys join us every now and again.
We feel privileged, and let me just push Mr. Sinister into the picture as well. I hope I can fit everybody in. So yeah, this is our very near and dear friends, the Upside Down. So
okay, but this is feeling left out.
Let's get a close up. This is Venita. So she's the heart of the operation.
She's probably the only one that has a heart. So.
Anyway guys, we're going to step in, see what we can find. Thanks for joining us.
A tragedy occurred at around 6 AM on 1 March 1945 as a mysterious explosion devastated this base, which blasted a 60 by 70 foot crater into the hill. with many buildings burnt out and several others completely destroyed. Damages were even reported almost a kilometer from the base, with one 600-kilogram steel beam found as far as 750 meters away from ground zero. In total, 34 people lost their lives that day, with a further 231 suffering injuries as a result of the explosion. To this day, the explosion remains a mystery. However, an Afrikaner nationalist organization known as the Ossewa Brandwacht was suspected of this potential sabotage. Today, this location houses a museum for munition defects and other military items dating from various periods throughout South Africa's history.
So that's not dead cord, that's Jannie's equipment for the cameras.
It is clear that we are walking through a lot of historical military items and defective munitions. It is an impossible task to show and explain each and every item to you, but suffice it to say that much of the defective munitions are linked to accidents and tragedies occurring during testing and operational activities. Many have soldiers' untimely demise linked to it, and serve as examples of what could go wrong and the aftermath when the worst happens. We honor the memory of our fallen soldiers who paid the highest price and gave their lives in the service of our country and our nation.
So Mr. Sinister.
Yes, sir.
I think it's a great privilege to be allowed into a base like this at night time.
Definitely, especially given our heritage, where we come from. I think people our age wish to be amongst what we are now, so it's a massive privilege. And, for me, I'm like a little kid in a toy store.
In a candy shop. Yeah, guys, it's not every day we allowed on a military base, especially in the museum section.
And it is an active base.
Yeah, it's actually, there's still soldiers outside. We had to sign in by the gate, get permission. We really want to give a huge thanks to Jannie and his organizing skills. I don't know how he does it, that's why they call him the machine. And to gain entry into a place like this, it's a massive privilege. Extremely hot tonight as well.
Yeah.
So if we're a bit shiny and a bit... He was smart. I'm wearing the long pants tonight, and I wish I wore my shorts as well. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far.
So just a bit of interesting history in the apartheid era. That limp mine head, it's got like a magnet at the back so it can attach to any metal surface. That was a very common mine to blow up places like Times Square, whichever had field. So most of the people back then used that limpet mine, and it was also a very difficult one to defuse.
See, this was one of the artillery, I don't know what you call this, like a barrel
Yeah,
at the front
this is
of
a cannon barrel.
So it's a cannon
155mm cannon barrel.
And you can see where the malfunction happened. There's a dummy round in here to show, but this thing split. And as we mentioned, with most of these accidents, personnel either got seriously injured or worse. And out of all of these, they learn to make it better and try to avoid it from happening again. This is what the round looks like that was fired through this particular cannon. But you can see how many of these barrels actually failed, and see the thickness of this, of this barrel. You can see the various parts, and it's rifled as well, so very interesting. Everywhere we come, they've got this bottom half of a bomb with the fins, and we still want to find out if it's possible to get some of this for our furniture at home.
So
This would make a very beautiful coffee table. This is a dustbin. Don't tell me it's a dustbin.
No.
No, it's just a... How awesome is that? One of our true South African products, the Rooi Volk, or the Red Hawk in English, and very, very advanced military equipment for its time. It was developed, produced I think by Denel, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so at the back here we've got an Eland 90 or an Eland 90. I don't know what an Eland is in English, but you guys have to bear with us with Afrikaans for this one.
I think it stays Eland.
Did you try climb inside?
No, with my fat body I'll never.
So,
I did a little quick scoop of it with a camera. But
I'll give you a shot of the interior. If me or Sinister climbs in here, you will have to send a rescue mission to come cut us out. The guys from that era were a lot tinier than us. We're eating well in South Africa at the moment, luckily.
But I also think, artillery people were a lot smaller back then, which, if we had to go to the army, we'd most likely become like normal troops. Or I
Well,
don't think it will be artillery.
we'll die in basics, because if I have to run with this physique, I'm very athletically built, like a basketball. But yeah, this is, wow, what a privilege. I keep saying it, but for us with a bit of a military inclination and really finding this stuff interesting, this is really a huge privilege. Not a lot of people are allowed in the middle of the night to come into a place like this, and they're free range just to walk around between this. And we're going to step outside in a minute and then go show you some other places with tanks and other equipment standing outside. This is a huge adventure for us, so I hope it comes across, guys, but this is massive for us.
Even though in general in South Africa, even though we predominantly a military raised era.
Yeah, our generation, our dads went to the border war. So yeah, go Google the border war. You'll find a lot of information. Our dads, our fathers were actually on the border in whatever capacity.
1987, 1980s to 87, right?
Yeah.
I think it's
Round about there. I think my dad was 79, 81, around, because I was born and he was still doing his camps at that stage. So yeah, interesting era to grow up in. Anyway, gonna carry on. Okay guys, we're making our way to the Green Magazine, so we stepped out of the museum for now. Extremely humid. Yeah, we had some temperatures up in the 30 to 35 degrees Celsius today, so yeah, we're sweating like
bullets.
Yeah, we're sweating bullets, or like a hooker in a Sunday morning service. But anyway, we're going to step into what they call the Green Magazine and see what we can find there. I'm going to swap the camera around because I'm walking blind at the moment with the lights in my eyes. I don't want to fall over and then we'll have to call in the medics. But
I don't want to lead him by his pants.
So let's turn this thing around.
I spoke to somebody the other day about, it was on our podcast.
Yeah?
The tranquility inside, and I don't know if the people would see, but that's literally Pretoria CBD and town.
Very far into the background. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, see if we can see.
So we centered in the middle and in the heart of Pretoria, in a concrete jungle, and yet we in, you can hear the noises, we in the bushveld, that's why we do what we do.
This is the perfect shot. You can hear all the crickets and the nightlife, and then you've got the full moon in the background. So yeah, this is quite the nature shot.
And this is why we do Urbex, guys. I think in our podcast we spoke about this. This is why we do what we do. It's tranquility within the hustle and bustle of the everyday
stone's
noise.
throw from the city centre. Here you've got Dozer, the orange Jeep, the channel mascot, standing next to an artillery piece that's parked outside and rusting away as time goes by. We obviously don't know all the technical names and terms of all of this equipment, but all to do with the artillery regiment. What a tongue twister. Laugh all you want, say it 7 times and see how you do it. Here we're looking down the barrel of this cannon standing here. This must be a very, very old piece. You see,
this is a mortar. This is the way how you shoot the mortar round.
Quite a scary piece of equipment.
So if you pick this up, that's get mounted into either like the soft or the ground, whatever.
Yeah, so this is the bottom piece here. So you flip it to the left hand side here and it stands upright.
This kicks out and then you chuck in the mortar. Yeah, I think it's 81 mil if I'm not mistaken.
So that you eat your porridge this morning, you can flip it up for us and see if you can give us a better view. No, we're not going to touch it. It's got some tread on the tires yet to go.
So you can see on the collar there on the left, you can see the little bomb for the artillery, the one that we saw, like the bigger.
Oh,
and you can see on these clips as well.
So the insignia of this regiment.
Yeah, of the artillery.
There's some of these things I would put in my living room.
I've got an empty one for you at home if you want.
No, you're lying. I've got it on camera, guys. I'm scoring one of these.
My wife said I can't put it in now, so you can.
My wife doesn't have a choice. She watches all of our episodes. She's one of our biggest fans and one of our biggest supporters, as is Mel.
Yes.
But she's more also open to give us positive and constructive critique.
In other words, she gives us a hiding and we need to listen.
Yeah. So check this long, if you can call it a boardroom table, I don't know.
And this is everything summed up in like South African history summed up in a couple of words.
Some historic rifles dating back to 1888, 1872. There's the Mauser. You can see here the Martinis, Martini Henry. This is the Enfield. Okay guys, so we're going to do a bit of a nighttime walkthrough of this building that's standing here, and according to some of the information that we got from the military guys, this used to be the building for manufacturing certain rounds, tracer rounds and incendiary rounds, and this building is no longer in use. As you can see, it's very overgrown, and Sinister is going to bravely walk through the tall grass with his shorts. Let's see if we can gain entry without disturbing the foliage and the overgrowth too much. Some of these things have like tiny needles that stick to our clothes, and it's quite uncomfortable. See that they've started dumping all the leftover office bits and pieces in here. It's not completely empty. So to give you an idea of what it looks like, let's head in here to this door. Big open spaces. This used to be used for the manufacturing line of those ammunition or the rounds that we mentioned earlier. And then just on the other side of this building there's a crater that we can't film, unfortunately, with the time of year that we are in is very overgrown. But there's a big crater for the accident we mentioned earlier. I think I said it was 1970, but it's actually as far back as 1945 when they were manufacturing explosives for the war going on at that stage, World War II. And there was a disaster, explosion happened, I think in the region of about, how many people did they say passed away, like 40 something?
Wasn't it 34 or 36?
So it's quite a high number of people, yeah. You can hear the funny noises, it's like we're in a jungle almost. We're in Pretoria, but the climate, it's very overgrown here. Getting all these jungle noises.
If I were you, I would step on the cross braces.
Can you step in here or not?
I'll step on the, if I were you, I would step on the cross braces.
Okay. You can see there's a bit of a floor missing. Okay. Okay guys, so we're going to find our way back to the car, then do that final walkthrough of the artillery unit standing outside. This is what this building looks like. Yeah, we're always curious, so you want to do one thing and then obviously end up exploring even further. So, but before I step into a hole, let's rather keep our eyes on the path, or what remains of it. So one of the few lights that's still working on the premises. You can see some very old pieces standing in the tall grass. You can see one of the better looking tanks still locked behind the gate here. Looks in very good nick actually. The tip has been blocked off for rain and keeping animals out. I'll show you what the used one looks like. Pick up the tanks from down here, but they're on a bit of a parking lot. These are from way back in the day. You can see this must be from many moons ago.
is like a little, looks like a command center. Maybe a radio center.
So how would you rate this day?
Fun, I would definitely say 10 out of 10.
Okay.
It was definitely not what I expected, but it's beautiful. Heat sucks.
40 out of 10.
Yeah. But other than that, I think it was a generally good day for Urbex.
Yeah.
I think Upside Down had a bit of a demotivating one, which I presume is also part of what they do.
But they still enjoyed it, right?
Yeah, no, look, it's not enjoyable.
Yeah.
But it's obviously not as enjoyable as you would find a positive outcome.
You're not getting the evidence that you would want.
But then again, I think there's so much going on here that it's also not going on. And your opinion?
Yeah, so I think my opinion is very similar. Very enjoyable, tiring at the end of it.
Yeah.
I think lots to see, lots more than I anticipated.
Yeah.
Some of the museum pieces are still in very good condition, but a lot of it's rusted away, unfortunately. But that's just the fact of time. It's just how it works. And I think this was a very positive start to the 2024 Urbex scene for us, after our negative one we had a few weeks ago. But we won't dwell on that much longer. And yeah, guys, thanks for joining us.
It's been awesome, thank you.
Yeah, and as we always say, like, subscribe, comment, share. Give our very good friends, our very dear friends, the Upside Down. You'll see them linked in the channel. Give them also a huge like. Follow them, subscribe to them, and support our initiative with Desolation Nation.
Yeah, a bunch of awesome people to work together. Thanks for the support, guys. You guys are rock stars.
There we
and
go.
We can't thank you enough.
Definitely. Cool.
Thanks, guys. Well done.
Cheers, guys.
After an extremely hot and humid day, we can only look back on one of our most favorite explorations to date. We want to give a huge shout out and thanks to our friends, the Upside Down Adventures, who invited us to join them on this one. You guys are legends. And to you, our subscribers and followers, we appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to know more about this location and its history, please check out the resource links in the description below. As we always say, this is why we do this. Rogue and Sinister visit these places to document them before they completely disappear. We also do these explorations to respect the memory of the people and the places that once was. If you wish to support the Rogue Urbex initiative to continue documenting abandoned and forgotten places, please subscribe, like, comment and share. We'll see you in our next episode.